maybe we just be perfect.
No.
You want to go until there, or? We don't have an infinite amount of time, so I want to save it. Is there anything particular in this you would like to play that's like really hard?
Well, there's some parts where it's like mainly like the details.
Okay.
I'm like shaky. There's this part with the string crossings that it's hard for me to get it really clean at the tempo.
Okay.
So at least when I'm practicing at home, like slower and like I can get faster with the metronome, but there's like a point, there's like a speed where it kind of just like
It breaks down.
kind of like it starts breaking down a bit. So getting it clean and in tune, because like it seems easy, but then it's like when I actually start doing it and like how it was with the first go, like putting it together, like coming from all this to there and then coming out of it. Also, it's sometimes a bit tough.
I'll certainly not repeat what you already heard. So like I think the same thing I told Camila, it would be the same work here. Let me think. I think I can be helpful in a couple different ways. One thing here, that one way you can break this down, that I would think is to kind of get rid of everything but this. So it's just like, I would put my finger, like I would put all my fingers there, but just dum, bum, 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 bum. But the fingers are just kind of faking it. They're ghosting. Exactly. And so you want to think, yum, da, 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 like you want to be hearing the other notes. Yum, bum, 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 bum. And I think this will help because when you play it, there's an orchestra, there's a whole thing. They're not going to really hear that. It's more like I would say that the singing part, the part that people are going to hear in the audience is yum la 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 la, and the rest is yum got it. Like I think the other stuff is not as like detailed. So I would just say prioritizing like what notes you want to be very clean versus what notes you don't could help. The other thing I wanted to say is, and I think you can do that on your own, I wanted to let's talk about musicality. I think it'd be good. Let's do from the very beginning. And I like this idea of proud. Do it one more time from the very beginning. And just- Now, if I were to ask you to make the rest as proud as possible, too.
Like the rest after.
Like the rest of like there's like there's a certain elegance, like I am taking my time now. Like there's like, you know what I mean? And I think that you're kind of, I could feel you just like counting, da-dee, counting, da-dee. But even in the rest, like 1, 2, da-dee, that it should have that emotion to it still, even within the rest. The other thing I want to work with you is this is gonna sound crazy. This is my mentor right now. He's teaching me. Can you, when you bow, feel like, so there's the latimus dormimus muscle that goes down right here, right?
Yeah.
So the bow is very easy to just start thinking like you want to play this way. It's very easy just like you want to play this way. But really the bow should be moving from back here. So like, ya, 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 tom, tom. And my professor probably would say, I want you to feel the pride from here. He would say, I'll imitate it. To feel pride in your back. like that. Give it a shot and see if, like, when you're playing, stop thinking about your left hand.
Yeah.
Think about, and if you're out of tune, it doesn't care, I don't care. Just try to feel with your back.
Okay.
I think it'll give you a little more volume too, in a way. Yeah, that turn is hard, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So what have you done to try to work on this turn?
Just really slow. So first, just practicing it without like any of like the turns or the trills. Just
Okay. I see.
And then like separating just these 4 16th notes. Just without the turn, and then slow with the turn. And
I
then just
see.
gradually getting slightly faster, and then putting it all together.
I'm trying to think like how I would do it, because like I was gonna suggest just taking it out.
Just awkward.
You're playing all the notes. You're certainly playing all the notes.
This it still feels awkward.
My instinct is to say that I think you should actually be aiming for this F sharp to G. So maybe let's do this. Can we do that? And get rid of the 2 16th notes in the middle.
So
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, or whatever. I mean, it should be from the top, right? So, perfect. And so I think or something like that. I think that if you can feel this pickup and just whatever happens, that F sharp is in the right place. And then everything else just needs to fit in between. So that F sharp is where I'm aiming.
okay.
So let's do it a little bit slower. And try to go for the F sharp.
Alright.
That's already better. I can already.
I'm doing it in second position.
Yeah, no, I are you shifting?
So I'm doing this first A in third, and I'm shifting down to second.
Is that adding to your difficulty, you think?
I might, I think so.
Yeah.
It's because it's like an awkward, just, and it's right there at the beginning.
Oh goodness, Mozart. Mozart, one of my old professors used to, actually Mr. Pullman, he'd always joke and he says, Mozart is the most hard. It's very true, because there's no composer who's quite as difficult as Mozart, because this stuff's just so exposed. Try this. I actually would do this fingering, but for some people this may be. Try to do 4 4 3 2. 4 4 3 2. Yeah. I mean, give it a shot. It may be easier. I see what's happening. Okay. I think I understand what's happening. Okay. Keep on doing this finger, right? And when you go dee da da da, put the there.
Okay.
So like, let's do this really slowly.
Yeah.
Because this stuff is like just a pain in the butt. So the way you see, look at my fingers. When I hit the A,
And the G sharp.
the G sharp's already ready to go.
Yeah.
That way it's really easy once you get there. But you need to practice it. So you need to be aware of it when you're coming there. So like, with the G sharp here, like when you get to the A, like think, okay, G sharp 2, but I need to play A, but the G sharp needs to be there at the same time. Think two things at the same time.
Yeah.
There it is. And then it's already there. That's easy. Yeah. And then so once, sorry, I'm just making sure. Do it again. And then, yeah, and I think that will, like, again, as I was telling you guys before, it's all about just kind of making it very practical.
Yeah.
And violin, I think the harder you think it is, the harder it's going to be. And so the more you can keep on telling yourself, okay, this is actually very simple. I just need to make sure that the reason why there's not a dee-da-da-da is because this turn is hard, and because my fingers are not in the right place. How can I get my fingers to already be there?
Yeah.
So like, so this is where I want to bring in this run here.
Yeah.
So can we do this? You didn't get here, right? But like, I'm
Yeah, we
like,
got to the end.
oh, okay.
How fast though?
How fast do you play? Oh, I'm sorry.
We could do it.
Okay, let's do it. It's that shift, right? So let's do it like, again, practice time with KJ.
Yeah.
Oh, the joy. Let's do that.
Without the A.
Yeah, without the A, just the scale. Let's do this really slowly. So how would you practice this?
Well, I was practicing it all separate, like not legato.
Okay, that's good. Great.
Go slow and then faster and faster, and then practice slow, but now legato.
I see.
Speeding up again.
That will work great. I was gonna, for shifts, this is my turn. And I would actually practice it that slow.
Okay.
So let's do that. So just that. Exactly, one time. Now, I want you to get to the A. And land. No, don't look for it.
Okay.
Land. And if it's wrong, just say, I'm wrong, but I landed. Like that feeling. Okay. It's a little flat. So that means next time,
Do it a little bit higher.
what do you think this time? Okay, how about this? Why don't we go a little sharp next time?
Okay.
Give it a shot. Oh, it's a little sharp.
Yeah.
A little sharp,
No,
but
in between.
in between. And really enjoy the shift. Like feel your finger. Take your time to find the note.
Alright.
And as smooth, I know it's hard, but it's as smooth as you can make it. Exactly. And so, a little bit faster, try to do it. There it is. Okay. And get rid of this shift a little bit. There it is. And then next, so what I would do from here, so same thing. As smooth as possible. Nice, nice. One more time. One more time. And I would say to myself, I'll be like, I'm gonna do this 10 times. And just do it 10 times. And then like, it's like after 10 times, you stop. You're like you need to set a limit to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just keep on doing it,
Yeah.
but it needs to be enough times. So I'd say, do this exact same thing 10 times.
Mhm.
And then, as you're doing before, and as you play it over and over and over again, get rid of the start doing separate bows and stuff, it will like you'll know, you'll figure out the distances more.
Yeah.
But that's how you practice shifts, by the way. It's very slow. You need to learn the distances. The slide's important because it's teaching your brain. Like if I'm gonna throw a ball, right? I'm gonna throw it. It's the same as a shift. And like what the slow slide is doing is it's allowing your brain to understand every point between A and B. And so in the context of playing a lot of notes and like you're flying all this stuff, the more information you have between point A and point B, and the more you're able to like, you see how smooth and slow? Like the more smooth and slow you can get that, the more like when you speed it up, your brain will know those distances.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, the more like this will transfer to everything.
Yeah.
So like if you practice this a bunch enough times,
Uh-huh.
you never have to practice another concerto again. Because you've done it here, right? Like, and that's the beauty about playing violin, is because once you've practiced it in one place once, you don't gotta practice it again in other places. So you just look at it and it's like, I've played this before. You know, and that's why practice your scales.
Yeah.
That's why practice your scales. Because if you practice your scales, you already know everything's gonna come at you. Like the opening of that whole thing, you know, that's just octaves.
Yeah.
You just have to practice your octaves.
Yeah.
He's playing what are you playing now? That thing? Sorry, that was awful. But those kind of octaves, you just scales.
Yeah.
And then once you practice, like for me, it's like you practice enough scales over the years, and when I was a kid, I would just sit there with my octaves, da 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 da, and I would just get angry every time, do it over and over and over again.
That was me with octaves a couple months ago.
Exactly, and like the more you do it, you just kind of have to trust.
Yeah.
It gets better. It gets easier, but it's
Yeah.
the most annoying, slow process of your life. But the slower you take it, the faster it goes. Truly. And so I think that'd be my recommendation to you. I think we have to stop. Sorry. But like,
Thanks a lot.
no, of course. You sound great, man.